That's where things will have to bend or break here at the line of scrimmage. Guys?
Okay, Holly. So Texas Tech's kicker approaches the football, and the 2026 season is underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Sanford. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. So the Houston Cougars offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
And I think this is the key in this game, man. These rivalry games, it's about passion, about emotion. And coming to this game, we saw him last week, man. He had over 100. Last year in the blowout, he was a non-factor. He's got to be the catalyst in this game. You can't have a repeat of what happened a year ago, where you're throwing the football because you're behind and you got beat down. Got to establish the line of scrimmage.
Backing up and backing up on the first two plays, now to try to throw it in drive on third down. Back to throw, it's Wegman. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Unloads to the right. He makes a catch. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
That's going to drive the defensive coordinator crazy because these guys take pride on their sub-defense packages. When you get into third and long situations, that's when D coordinators love to get creative and throw all these exotic blitzes and pressure the quarterback. Nobody got even close to him.
Makes the grab in their space. While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me.
Could be an alley. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. Headed to the end zone, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Cougars.
I mean, what a great way to start this game. Getting the football in the end zone, getting it to your big play wide receiver. Nice job by this offense.
Yeah, David, it just seems like this offense came out with a sense of urgency, right? They're playing with great energy, and it seemed like everything they dialed up on that drive worked perfectly. Really nice rhythm, really nice flow, and they cap it off with a touchdown pass.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So a drive there of 84 yards, and he capped it off with a 27-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Texas Tech's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here are the guys who make it go. Just an outstanding offensive line.
I think in college football, games are still won and lost in the trenches, David, and we are looking at one of the great offensive lines today in college football. They know every single week one thing. They're going to try to line up, and they're going to try and run the football. When you've got a tailback like they've got, And you've got this offensive line, man, they're hard to stop.
They are hard to stop, man. And what I love about offensive linemen, I like when they don't like people. And they enjoy moving people against their will. In this unit, man, they're going to pave holes, and this running back's going to get the credit. But make no mistake about it, that line up front paves the way and makes his job so much easier.
Finds his man. It's Eakin. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Dickey. Let's talk for just a second about Texas Tech. You start the season, top 25, clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's 4th down. And the Red Raiders will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Takes a handoff. It's Hughes. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
It's complete to the left. And he got it oh so close to that first down marker, but they still have a little work to do. It'll be 4th down. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play-calling standpoint to try.
Makes the catch, and he's free. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The Red Raiders have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. That's the end of the period, and Houston has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run play action. Here comes the heat. They stop him short as he was trying to scramble and find his way to the goal line.
I really like the play by the quarterback. Very, very smart. Listen, early in the downs, goal-to-go situation. Drop back. You don't see it right away. Tuck it and get positive yards. Make that next down easier so I can try to get a little bit closer to the goal line and I can get that touchdown. Headsy play by the QB.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Extra point here will tie the game. Well, you could draw a line in the middle and he would have hit that thing. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the second. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Houston offense once again. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for a fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these...
Into the secondary on the right. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
To the air, it's Wegman. Throws to the tight end. He's got it. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Wants to throw it again. Fires to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. The Cougars in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Tight end now in motion. Handoff to the lone back. Inside the 25. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. At the end of a play, there is an injured Houston player on the field. That is the junior tight end who they are taking a look at, and we'll have Holly Rowe check on his situation. In the red area, it's Hughes. Finding some room, got some room, entered to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Houston.
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Looking down the middle. Got a man. It's Johnson. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. New set of downs after the completion. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Zings it complete to the right. Breaks into the open. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. And the Red Raiders want to move quickly.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
They're working that left side.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Running inside. It's Dickey. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
You could see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want. This defense got to answer the bell.
The touch pass goes absolutely nowhere, knocked down for a loss. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass, it's Hammond. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
Man, this defense really bowing up their neck. This part of the field, don't let them run the ball on first down. Don't let them be physical. Nice job. Second down, ready for the pass. Rush the quarterback, get the sack. This defense is dialed in the red zone.
We might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Pressure coming. Slings it downfield. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And they take it in for 6 more points.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point is good. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Houston offense comes onto the field. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth. I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Got his man. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake. Check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
Quarterback making checks. Back to throw, it's Wegman. Under fire, and down he goes.
And he was held in check in game 1, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the second ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
The Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Young. Knocked down for the tackle. Timeout Houston, their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. On target. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking left. Makes the grab. It's Broussard. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash. Splits the uprights, it's good. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with UCF taking on the number 5 team, the Indiana Hoosiers. And it's the Knights coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. As we start the second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
Texas Tech's head coach should be coming out of the locker room. Their defense has done a terrific job so far, and today they're kicking off here to start the second half. That defense has got to step up again because they are facing a really stout running game. They've done a good job in the first half, but I will let you know how this continues to build here in the third quarter. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Got it behind the line. It's Lee. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
And, man, I want to see more of that. Like, I want to see more of this offense being aggressive, taking shots on early downs. It doesn't have to be run, pass. Like, being a little bit more diverse. They've struggled today to find big plays. That's a big one there.
Sweet little juke, and he's going to wind up picking up 8.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
The Red Raiders with the 1st and 10. Trying play action. Got out of trouble and throws. And the timing just a hair off. You've heard the term, he throws a catchable ball. That one did not meet that definition.
That would be more of a wearable ball, wouldn't it? That one just, if it hits you, you're going to wear it. It had so much steam on it. But, yeah, knowing the difference of when to take something off of it and use a little bit of that touch that you work on every day as quarterbacks.
But nowhere to go. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Looking downfield, it's Hammond. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
And, man, you see it so many times, man. These crossing routes, like, it doesn't matter if it's zone or if it's man. Like, zone, you find the hole. Man, you run away from guys. And if you put the ball on the money, just like the QB did right there, that's what happens. The yards after.
Touchdown, Red Raiders! They take the lead with the 6.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Sanford. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to him on the ground. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
We got all these fancy pass plays and all these fancy formations and shifts and motions and all this stuff you make me think about as a defensive guy. And then you slip that in. Really nice job by the offense, hitting you with the draw, with the unexpected. Nice job getting a big game.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Looking to throw, it's Wegman. Makes the grab, it's Young. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play.
Out routes are very much about timing. It's got to be a quick, decisive movement from the quarterback. As soon as he sticks that foot in the ground, you know he's breaking out. Throw it right now so he can go make you a play. Great pitch, great catch.
Picks up the first down. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it off on the ground with a 58-yarder for 6. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. The run inside. It's Dickey. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's Lee. At the 45 on his way. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
You know what's always a good idea? Getting it to your best playmaker. That's a good idea. Whether it's shallow, whether it's deep, this guy can make things happen. He's lightning in a bottle when he catches the football. And that pass, it was short, but watch him. He can make guys miss, outrun, turn those little bitty catches into big plays.
And the Red Raiders with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He'll run it again. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line. 3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. Looking for a man. It's Hammond. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. The Red Raiders are moving quickly down the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Dickey. There's a crease. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Dickey. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to pass on 2nd down. Got his man on the outside. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Welcome to college. First carry for the freshman. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal.
And I'm not surprised with the run, and I'm not going to be surprised if they run it again, right? This offense now set up. They've put a drive together, first and goal. Who can be more physical? The line of scrimmage is critically important when the field starts to shrink. Let's see who can bow up and make a play here.
And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Headed into the final period, both of these backs have been strong so far and looking to be able to finish. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Back to throw, it's Hammond. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders. They've got the lead here in the fourth. The Red Raiders surge back on top.
Man, this is wild late in the game. We're seeing two heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
Let's see what he can do with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Houston offense out and ready to go. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. First down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback adapting. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory.
And these are the mistakes backed up you can't make as a quarterback, man. You've got to protect the football. Big-time mistake. Defense capitalizes and sets their offense up with elite field position.
And the offense suddenly with an opportunity it couldn't have expected with a 1st and goal after the pick. Off the play fake. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. They'll stop the clock here as one of the Red Raiders remains down. That is their sophomore quarterback who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on him. And after that first down gasher, they're close to the end zone. 2nd and goal coming. Trying to pound it in. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And they take it in for 6 more points. His 3rd touchdown of this game and his 3rd on the season.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And the extra point is good.
35, Houston, 24.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late. Dropping back, it's Wegman. Rushes on him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. Shows him the stiff arm. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Red Raiders. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And what a fantastic job by the defense there on that fourth down. They understand, obviously, having a big lead. The offense is going to go for it. They're going to have to throw it. Everybody on defense has their eyes on the QB. They're able to jump in front of the pass, take it in for a touchdown, build their lead, and that essentially seals this game. They're going to go home with the W.
Number 95, set to kick this one away.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. He's going to run it. Still on his feet at the 35. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
First down for the offense.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He might want another play. Looking for a man. It's Wegman. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. It's complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. The play action fake. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
I got to give this defense a lot of credit. They were very confident coming into this one, even though they were going up against one of the best quarterbacks in the entire country. They're confident because they believe in their ability to get to him, and they've been able to do that in this game. There's another sack here late.
Fires to the big fella. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Oh, they're after him. And they got him.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Second down, they'll go to the air, buying some time. Here's a throw downfield late. Pass is knocked away, incomplete, and how good is it to have a linebacker who can cover that much ground? Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking to throw, it's Wegman. Firing to the right, complete. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. They converted fourth down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. On fourth down, trying to find his man. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. Running inside, it's Dickey. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. They'll keep it on the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Timeout Houston, their second. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. On the run, it's Dickey. They don't get nearly enough on third down. Fourth down coming from the 48. The Cougars are going to use their third and final timeout here. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. And the Red Raiders send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a heat.
Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Looking to pass, it's Wegman. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Fires to the middle. Complete downfield. And that is how we will wrap this one up. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this